Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Sky High, episode number 29, boys and girls, here to recap NFL week number 11. I know, it's Wednesday, I'm doing this super fucking late, but I'm gonna be real honest with you. I was busy all Sunday. Didn't watch a single down of football. And then came Monday Night Football, watched all the highlights for Sunday, then proceeded to watch Monday Night Football, which... we'll talk about it in a bit, but what is there to really talk about with that goddamn matchup? But, hey, let's start with Sunday, where the Houston Texans took on the Baltimore Ravens and got fucked! 41-7. Baltimore does some nasty shit to a team that, in all honesty, they don't even look that good right now. The Texans, despite some of their wins, look mediocre. Look like they're just kind of cruising on through, which I don't think is a viable plan to win out this division, the AFC South. Just because the way the Colts are handling themselves, I think you have a real tough shot of making it out of there. Now, for the Baltimore Ravens, it's a different story. A 6-game winning streak. Lamar Jackson is now hailed by the media as the MVP, which I think it's going to happen. I think Lamar Jackson is going to win MVP. And listen, it's all relative as to what's deserved or not. But I'll be honest, man. Yeah, Lamar Jackson has been showing out. He's been looking excellent. But to suggest that Russell Wilson is an MVP it's kind of baffling. But people are so fixated on a running quarterback that it's going to play into that perspective and narrative. And so I'm not really mad at this point. I'm just kind of downtrodden, a little bit disappointed that that's going to be the direction that this MVP voting is going to go towards. And, kudos to Lamar Jackson. Dude's been fucking showing out. He's been absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to fucking shit on him for that. I'm just saying the whole narrative and perspective is just all kind of janky. I'm not too crazy about that shit. But what I am crazy about is when a quarterback who's been doing relatively well starts shitting the bed. Kyle Allen faced off against the Atlanta Falcons, and this Falcons team has been going strong. All right, so they beat out the Saints last week. And this week, technically last week, week 11, they completely annihilate the Carolina Panthers. Kyle Allen throws 4 interceptions in this game. And people are already saying, oh, Cam Newton. Well, first of all, he's basically out for the season. And at this point, you might as well play this fella up, right? And then, do you guys still have, is it Drew Lock? Will Grier? I forget which cat you guys took. I think it's Will Grier. But I'm just unsure what the trajectory for the Carolina Panthers is going to be. Is it a positive outlook where they have some potential playoff, life in them? Maybe. Maybe not. Who the fuck knows? What I do know is the Falcons have been winning with their new kicker. And shout out to Young Ho Koo, Korean brother extraordinaire, scored 9 points in this motherfucking game. My oh my. You're doing your nation proud, son. God bless America and Korea. Some good shit. Gotta give him a shout out, I do. But the problem with Atlanta winning, in my opinion, is, now they're 3-7. But what the fuck is that going to do for you long term? You just more or less fucked up your draft. I believe that if you kept on sucking, you could have gotten Chase Young. Simple. That defensive end who's just an extraordinary talent in Ohio State, could have gotten that dude. But, hell. What do we know about the recent historical outcomes of Ohio State defensive ends? I don't know. The Bosa brothers. Not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. But that's none of my business. But what is my business is to annoy fan bases with videos that just share my opinion. Because that's just how the internet goes. It's just how the internet goes. Like if I say some shit like, I don't hate the Cowboys. I think they're okay. People lose their fucking minds. But listen, they headed to Dallas and they took care of business. 35-27 win. And I'm going to be honest, man. Dak looks pretty damn solid right now. He's about the only thing that looks really solid in Dallas. Holy shit. What the hell happened to that defense? What the happened to Ezekiel Elliott? What the fuck is going on here? Now, the whole thing could be the O-line, right? You look at that, but man, Dak's number has been steadily going up. And you gotta just be wondering, how long before people just flat out admit Jason Garrett is holding this Dallas team back and they move on from him? Well, it is Jerry Jones, and he is a bit of a slow learner. So, could be a while. Could be a while. And what could also be a while is the misery that continues for the Detroit Lions. Holy shit. I mean, Driscoll did okay, but you had nothing. You had just nothing to show for anything. Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, I think Bo Scarborough, formerly of the Seattle Seahawks, like, he had a pretty decent game, but Jesus Christ. Detroit, what the fuck is your plan? Like, what are you trying to do here? Like, what is your goal? What is your end game? Like, as a Seattle Seahawks fan, I appreciate you giving us Quandre Diggs for basically chump change. But what the fuck is the plan with this organization here? Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of perplexed. Perplexed is all. Man, oh man. Perplexed as to why this NFC East is such a fucking trash division. Dallas leads it at 6-4. It's a nightmare division. Not nightmare as in like the competition is good. Nightmare as in just everything around it's just shit. The swamp. You build a castle on the swamp, it sinks, and then you build another castle, sinks into the swamp again. Monty Python and the Holy Grail reference, boys and girls, if you don't know. Well, let's move on to the next game. Buffalo took on the Miami Dolphins, won 37-20. Listen, Josh Allen had a good day against a terrible defense. What else are you going to say about it? Yeah, those fucking wins against Indy and the Jets, I don't really buy that shit with the Dolphins. They're still a fucking trash team who only fucked their own draft, okay? Essentially what the Dolphins are, they are so inept in terms of the entire organization that they fucked up their own tank, all right? That's how bad they are. And yeah, Buffalo may have a bit of optimism injected into them, but it's a very close wild card race, man. You got Buffalo sitting at, 7-3? Something like that? And the wild card competition is only going to get harder for the AFC. There are going to be teams that we're going to talk about in a bit here, but Buffalo keeps on trucking. And Miami keeps on tanking. Tank Bowl. Will they win? Probably not. Cincinnati looks like they're going full steam ahead. Now, you know why I kind of choked there? To make sure we can appropriately talk about this next game. The Denver Broncos took on the Minnesota Vikings, where they led 20-0 in the first half. 20-0 in the first half. 20-0. They lost 27-23. Elway, what are you doing? You threw all that fucking stupidity and hope onto Joe Flacco. Now you got Brandon Allen, a non-existent O-line, and you think something's going to happen? Oh, Jesus, John Elway, what the fuck? Broncos fans, you're fucked. Listen, you're never getting a decent quarterback. Sorry. You got John Elway at the helm. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. And this is the thing. Things will always be the same in my eyes for the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, congratulations. They won. Whoop-de-fucking-do. In my eyes, the whole thing was, you beat a bad team. And you yourselves were choking. So you just kind of undid your mistake and barely eked out a win. Not really all that impressed, Minnesota. Not really all that impressed. Although I gotta say, 8-3, holding that second spot in the wild card spot, kudos to you. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. They've been stringing along wins. Goddamn. I gotta say, that is impressive. Now, yeah, Denver just choking like that, it's unbelievably hilarious, but oh, Lord. How do you live with yourself? Oh, God. 20-0. And sometimes we're all nothing. Just like when you're sidelined from a prime duty. Like our man, Big Dick Nick, as he took back on the armor of the gridiron, marched into Indianapolis where they got fucked 13-33. And yeah, Big Dick Nick he couldn't do it all. There was no running game by the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars. As for the Colts, holy shit. Williams and Mack both had 100+ yards. 200 yards just from two fucking players. They stuffed a fucking run game down goddamn Jacksonville's throat. And they said, yeah, you like that shit, you bitch. Insane. And also very pragmatic. Smart. Frank Reich. He knows. Although he is the same fucking coach who lost to fucking Miami. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ, Frank Reich. Well, Jacoby Brissett was back, so that's good news. He's healthy. That's the important part, kids. And much like Drew Brees, we feel like he's back to full health. And they took on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and won decidedly 34-17 because of the turnover machine. Jameis Winston is back. 4 fucking interceptions. Jesus. I feel for Jameis. I do. But at the same time, man, 4 interceptions, holy shit. No. Just no. Like, Tampa Bay feels like the Arizona Cardinals, an irrelevant team that kind of ekes out a fucking win out of nowhere, and it's a fart on their record, but overall, they're still shit. As for the New Orleans Saints, I mean, they continue to prove that they might be one of the best teams in the NFC. I mean, easily. Top 3 in the NFC, right? Easily. And looks more and more like the Atlanta game was a fluke. And that, hey, they caught them off on a bad game. Atlanta was crawling and clawing out. And Atlanta concedes that win, right? I mean, they don't concede the win. New Orleans conceded the win. I'm a fucking idiot. Don't smoke so much. Don't fucking tell me what to smoke and not to smoke, bitch. Just like how Adam Gase is going to continue to be smoking whatever the fuck he's smoking to get that look going on. As the Jets won on the road against the Redskins. The Deadskins, 34-17. Yeah. The butt fumble continues to be the butt fumble. Like, who the fuck cares about the butt fumble? Like, you're going to bring back Adam Gase. You're going to continue to ruin Sam Darnold's career. Le'Veon Bell's going to continue to be a fucking cancer. He's going to start growing, infesting in that organization. And you're going to be just begging for the day you can trade him. I'm telling you. Guys like that, they have a history. They do. And why do you think Antonio Brown isn't hired by anybody right now? Think about that shit, guys. Think about it. Now, as for the Redskins, there's nothing to say about you. There's nothing to say about the fucking Redskins. There's not. Because the Redskins are the Deadskins. They are irrelevant. They do not matter. They are only in existence to pad the stats for the Cowboys and the Eagles and possibly the Giants. At least every blue moon, right? Once every blue moon, at least. And not to drink, because that's delicious. Deadskins are disgusting and dead. I mean, come on, you're 1-9. Like, what more do you expect out of yourselves? Nothing. And you know what? I expected more out of San Francisco in this next game. But boy, this game told me a lot. San Francisco won 36-26 against the Arizona Cardinals. In a game where Arizona led 16-0 early. But San Francisco started biting back. They started fighting their way out. And with 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, because for whatever reason Arizona cannot hold a fucking defense, they can't hold up their defensive front. They completely prolapse. And a defensive fumble return touchdown pretty much cements the win for the San Francisco 49ers. But to me, they looked mortal. They didn't look all that great. I thought they looked like a team that barely made it out alive against a bad team who, by all means, have really no business to be in there. Sorry, Cardinals. I don't think you're all that good at this point. Maybe next year when there's more solidity in that O-line, right? And the running game, second year on, they're probably going to get better. Kenyon Drake, right then and there, and then he's only going to get better. But I don't know. The 49ers looked mortal. And I think next week, Sunday Night Football against the Packers, you might see some shit. Yeah, spoiler alert. I think the fucking Packers are going to win. But they are 9-1, the 49ers, and the bandwagon continues. Oh, but I've been an original fan. Yeah, you're a fucking Fairweather fan then, dude. Like, I haven't seen you in fucking forever. The fuck? Where the fuck have all you goddamn people been? Nowhere. Jesus. Why all the salt? Well, when you gotta talk about shit teams, there's gonna be salt. The Bengals took on the Oakland Raiders in a loss that meant a fucking 0-10 run for the Bengals. Like, they lost 10-17, but at no point in this game I felt the Bengals were ever going to win. They just never looked like they were going to win. They looked pathetic. As for the Raiders, holy shit, you got Josh Jacobs, this kid, possibly Rookie of the Year, 100 yards again. And John Gruden continuing this trend and talk of Coach of the Year. Because he has risen this team up to potential playoff spot. They are in the hunt right now. 6-4. I gotta tell you, if you're a Raiders fan, you should be excited. If you're a Las Vegas resident, you should be excited. A good Raiders team means good business for Las Vegas. The city's gonna continue to grow. And shit, I think a playoff Raiders team would mean a lot if they, head over to Las Vegas after. That winning mentality can carry over. And shit, in Vegas, you can double your wins. Dab. That was a bad dab. What's also bad is just talking about the fucking Bengals. They make me sick. They're going to be the number 1 overall pick. I don't know who the fuck they're going to pick. Probably Joe Burrows. Just because Tua Tagovailoa is basically dead. With that spine injury. Hopefully he heals up. He's good to go, and hopefully modern medicine can avoid a Bo Jackson incident. But man, the Bengals look like they're fucking confirmed for a number 1 overall pick. So there you fucking have it, boys and girls. Another game that ended in a scoreline at 17-10 was the New England Patriots taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles Losing big at home. Yeah. The Patriots right now are a defensive machine. Meaning Tom Brady, relatively speaking, not looking up to snuff. You know who the winning quarterback was in this game? Julian Edelman. Passing 1 for 1. That's 2, but 1 for 1. 1 for 1. 15 yards. 1 touchdown thrown. And a QBR of 158.3. I can't make that shit up. They actually put that shit on the fucking... Oh my God, on the goddamn stat sheets. But, Jesus Christ. People are going to start discounting the Patriots at this point. You're going to see it happen. You're going to see the fucking people who want to be fucking Brady haters just start sitting there and saying, oh my God, the Patriots are going to fall off now. Says who? They're not going to fall off. They're going to continue this trend of, oh, we're going to cruise, we're going to cruise through this shit. But maintain this 9-1 record and then come for everybody in the playoffs. Haven't we seen this trend before for 20 fucking years? People are naive as fuck, dude. It is astounding. Just like the people who thought the Chicago Bears versus the Rams was a great Sunday night football matchup. How the fuck is that a good matchup? You only put the Rams on to sell this move to Los Angeles, which looked like a bust because there are no home fans. I had a buddy of mine who actually went to the Coliseum for that game, and he's a Chicago fan. Flat out says, there are no LA fans. There are no fucking LA fans in the Coliseum. Rams fans don't have Los Angeles fans. Plain and simple. You had more Chicago fans just dominating that crowd. But despite all of that, your quarterback can't dominate shit. Sorry. A Trubisky versus Goff battle? Fucking gouge my eyes out. Gouge my fucking eyes out. I am so glad I didn't watch 3 hours of that garbage. Watch the condensed highlight version. And yeah, defense might be at it. Gurley, optimistic if you're thinking, oh wow, if everything's going to get better. The trajectory of these two teams, downhill slope. Both third in their respective divisions, hilariously mediocre and terrible. And now you have a fucking quarterback conundrum for both sides. Two different narratives, yes, but it's a quarterback conundrum nonetheless. You paid $100 million guaranteed to Jared goddamn Goff, who is, by all means, no better than Kirk Cousins. Sorry, kids. That's the truth. Dak Prescott, possibly marginally better. Jared Goff looks like shit. Mitch Trubisky, oh my God. Oh my God. He looks cooked. He looks cooked. They benched him for Chase Daniels, that famous meme picture that came out on Sunday. Matt Nagy holding on to fucking Trubisky. I bet money. He says some shit like, all right, Mitch, you're a bitch. Take a hitch in the ditch, bitch. God, the Bears are fucking bad. They are so bad. Just like the Chargers. That's right, boys and girls. A Monday Night Football matchup of the fucking Chiefs and the Chargers. Yeah, really? That's a Monday Night Football matchup after the Seattle Seahawks took on the 49ers, which turned out to be one of the best Monday Night Football in recent times. Jesus Christ, this game was a turnover game. The fucking Chiefs won 24-17 in a game where Mahomes threw an interception. He didn't look all that great. Those fucking throws looked like goddamn gimmicks. All right, and it didn't work in that 7,500 feet elevation. Mahomes is the greatest. All right, dude, relax, all right? I'm not saying he's fucking bad. I'm just saying he didn't have a great performance in Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. Who also had a worse performance, though, who had a worse performance than him was Phillip Rivers. Holy fuck. Phillip! I don't understand you, Phillip. 4 interceptions, and you still think this is a viable plan moving forward. You're just going to truck on through. Stop it, Phillip. Stop it. PhilINT Rivers. Probably has more children than he has touchdowns this fucking season. Holy shit. Just god-awful. Just god-awful. Yeah, the Chiefs' defense might have showed up, but that offense looked abysmal under PhilINT Rivers. So, oy vey. Oy vey is right. And you know what, boys and girls? The NFL has given us much. It has. It's also given us a clown in Colin Kaepernick. I want to end it with this, boys and girls. Colin Kaepernick is a fucking clown. This jackass was invited by the NFL to work out in Atlanta in the Falcons facility on Saturday. This cat, almost 30 minutes before the meetup, has his representatives tell the NFL, hey, let's actually meet at this practice facility where we got our own camera crew. In a high school facility, by the way. High school shit. And let's go ahead and have Nike there. Have all the narratives be about me. And social media is going to go crazy. All the woke and broke motherfuckers out there are going to love that shit. Colin Kaepernick, you are a fucking clown. You are a fucking clown. All right? At this point, I've already explained myself as to why I think Colin Kaepernick's a clown. His message didn't make any sense. He was a mediocre-ass player on the field. And because of his on-field mediocrity, he had to use off-field antics to garner attention for publicity's sakes. And now he's a social justice warrior. Get fucked. Get fucked. There are athletes actually doing good stuff out there. And you give them all bad names. You do. Holy shit. Fuck you, Colin Kaepernick. You suck. You got replaced for Blaine fucking Gabbert. Alright? You basically got passed up for guys like Sam Bradford and Blake Bortles. Congratulations. You're woke. You're a social justice warrior. Woo! What the fuck does that mean? And I have all these apologists coming at Colin Kaepernick's response and fucking defense. He led the fucking 49ers to a Super Bowl. Dickhead. It's like you ignore that you had Harbaugh. The Jim Harbaugh. Under your fucking reign. You forget that your defense was stellar. How the fuck do you ignore all that shit? Kaepernick barely eked it out because the weapons around him was that good. In the actual Super Bowl, he choked a bag of dicks. Holy shit. You got replaced for Blaine Gabbert. Fuck Colin Kaepernick. Holy shit. He sucks ass. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize for that shit. Downvote it. Dislike the shit. I don't give a fuck. Colin Kaepernick's a fucking clown. Alright? They're actual decent human beings, warriors, and cats who mind their own goddamn business and do the politics off the field that are playing in the NFL right now that deserve our attention, that deserve some respect. But this fucking clown, Colin Kaepernick, enough. Enough! I don't want to hear anything about this fucking asshole anymore. I don't. Oh, teams are interested. Go fuck yourself. Shut up. Shut up. And on that note, let's end it there. Salty as fuck. Sodium uprise. So boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Oof. Fucking tired, man. I really am. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now fuck off. Fuck Goff.